Welcome to Cold Hard Trash CRT episode 75. I'm your host, Trash Can Jones.
And I'm Brad, your fellow host.
Very quick intro. Can't believe it's been 75 already. What do you got to start with us, though? You're saying you got something you're chomping at the bit.
Would you want to join me in growing out our beards this winter?
Sure.
Saying going for length again.
Sure. I've done that before. Just like the hardest part is like the back of the jaw, letting that get really long. But yeah, no, I can go for it.
All right. Yeah, it's just been a while for me, too, since I've had a long beard. And it's like, yeah, it's about that time.
Yeah, I can dig it.
It's a
Get
good
a nice,
year
like,
for it.
long, like, something you can grab onto.
I just recently invested in beard oil again, and beard shampoo.
Oh, yeah,
So-
I use beard oil all the time. I keep mine a little bit longer, but it's to get past that itch phase. You need the oil and everything.
I think it smells nice.
Yeah. You condition yours at all? Like wash, shampoo, condition?
I just have a shampoo right now. I just went and found what I could at Target.
If you find yourself drying out, I'd recommend conditioning. Even on days like you don't wash your hair, just like throw a little bit, like a little pea size in your fingers and then just rub it into your beard.
You just regular conditioner or like a beard?
Yeah, just a regular hair conditioner. Just
Maybe.
gets it a little bit of a coat. I rinse it out pretty thoroughly, but it still leaves a little bit in there to where it comes out like pretty soft.
Mine feels moisturized, but I need the length.
Yeah.
I need to go for it.
Yeah, that'll help you out, especially because once you start getting that length, it really gets to the itchy part of just like, it start growing out. I just pulled out one today. I have a really terrible habit because I have such not really a habit. I have such coarse facial hair, and I just grow so much with it. I get ingrown hairs, especially all along my jawline a lot. I pulled one out today that was like 5 of them all in one pour. It was like a claw like this just came out. I showed it to Mrs. Trash. She was just like, wow, that's ridiculous. And like the little plug at the other end was like a little pea-sized thing. It hurts like hell. Like I'll just feel it and be like, ooh, there's a bump there and something really hurts. And I'll figure out which one like hair hurts the most to pull.
Yeah, I've been getting ingrowns around this line here.
Oh, yeah?
Because, well, I find it, I like to sort of line this up the best I can.
Sure.
And so one day I was like, you know what, instead of shaving up there, I'm going to pluck the hairs to make it very clean. And it was perfect. And then I got ingrown hairs.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe I'll like save it for like a big event or something that I really want to have it be like as clean as possible, but it's not something I'm going to be like just continually doing.
Yeah, I'm right-handed, and if I sit at my desk, I'll sometimes just like dig my fist into my chin. So maybe that's like compacting and just squishing some stuff.
Twisting them up, tying them into knots.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah, because it's really weird. It's usually only in like these spots, like right on the edge of my jawline, that I get like those ingrown hairs, and they're like just big bad ones, just like ones that you can feel immediately, like oh shit, and then as soon as you get rid of it, it's like a deflate. Like it'll be like a big white head, and then you just pull that one hair out, and it'll just all like
It's just gone.
yeah, like a cartoon.
Do
Feels
you
good
brush
though.
it all?
Yeah,
Okay.
I brush after every shower. I put a little bit of oil and just brush it out dry. Make sure that it keeps that. Try to maintain that softness. Like I said, it's super coarse, so it like literally would be like steel wool. Like if I put those, you remember those masks people always wear during COVID of like they're like the elastic things that would come over, like cover your nose and then just be all the way down to like here. Like if I wore those, you would see like pricks coming out of it because my hair would stand on end so hard and just like would fight it. It would go through. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, pretty soft.
I work very hard at it.
Yeah, I need to regain my length for it to be something like could actually be soft. Because if it's like this short and it's soft, it's kind of just like babyish. You know, does that make sense?
I guess.
Like the hairs are like thinner if they could even be soft at this length. But like once they get longer, it's like okay.
Yeah, you kind of need
have
it to be.
the strength to be that long, and now you're becoming soft.
I was gonna say the softness probably helps with the length too, because you think a lot of that coarseness probably comes from like the tightness of it and how like tightly bound it is. So if you like soften it up, it probably just helps it relax and get a little bit longer.
Yeah, I don't think that would be an extra growth thing though. I think it would be like it's grown to a certain length, and if you were to soften it then and stuff like that, the hairs would straighten out, making a longer appearance.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
The length of the hair itself
Yeah.
would still be the same, just be uncoiled.
Right, it would just look longer because you would have it less like Brillo pad bunched up. It would be a lot more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Tune
down
in this
for
winter.
it. I have a nice long beard. When I first started streaming, I have pictures of it when I like had a much shorter hair and a much longer beard. But then I trimmed this up because it mainly like right in the the edges of my jaw here is where I get like the most, because like I said, I sit here a lot, and like that's where I feel the most and just get the most annoyed. Like I can't let that grow out too much. It really gets annoying to me, but I can try. If I have a conscious effort of like, no, it's supposed to be that way, then I can probably do it.
You can get pushed past the phase.
Right, of it being like, no, it's not supposed to be there. Especially because I grow out, I don't know if I've ever told you, like the Fire Nation sideburns, just naturally. Like if I don't touch anything, then my beard grows out like this way. Like this part right here grows out the longest. So I'll get like really long points here and like just nothing else. So those get really, really annoying, especially when I was like get up in the mirror and see like I'll just have like these lines coming out here, like I'm Admiral Zhao.
If only they were like sharper, I imagine.
If I got some little like, what is that, like the
mustache grease?
Yeah, like the grease or the pomade, I could probably like bring them to a point. Just be straight Fire Nation.
Neat, but I don't know how much of a real look it is.
Yeah, no, it's so
An
weird.
anime villain.
Because especially when you have like, you're not trying to do like, if you have because the Fire Nation just have the sideburns of that. If you have the full beard when it looks like that, it's literally like some weird like psychedelic anime character where like things are just like melting off their face. It does not look natural.
So I have my theory that if you're capable of growing any facial hair at all, you're capable of having a facial haired look. You know,
Sure.
You can grow a mustache or a beard or whatever.
Sure, at least a Fu Manchu, or it's just like the little shoot.
That's what I'm saying, and I never made it to that step of explaining that to people, specifically some Asian friends that are like, no, you cannot just like, you can't just have faith that everyone can grow a beard. And I'm like, yes, you can.
You can.
It's
Asian
just
people
maybe
have
not a
beards.
style that you don't like.
Yeah,
but
especially if you look at like
it is like a cool beard, like a big Fu Manchu. That's cool. Like it's just a regular big beard. That's also cool.
Yeah, you see like a lot. I don't know. It's only in like animes and like the few documentary things I've seen where like Japanese like woodsmen and fishermen will have beards, because I assume like they're just out and about, like not at their home at a place they can shave for long periods of time. So it's one of those things. All you got to do is wait. It's gonna be shitty, but if you wait long enough, you can come back and just put a 3 on there and then have a beard.
And that's the thing, is that if you're going for facial hair, there will always be an ugly phase.
Always.
And you have to accept that when you're on your path, your journey.
My first beard made me look Amish. Like I said, when I first grew it out, it was just squares out here, and then you would have like the little bit. Right.
Yeah,
you just
when
had
you
the
bearded
biggest
Matt.
square. Yeah, that's when I first got to college, because there were so many people named Matt. And I was Beard Matt, and their other friends were Tall Matt, and they met other people who just gave them their own specific things of Matt.
It's kind of the reverse of the whole Jones thing, because you got Trash Can Jones, Motherfucker Jones.
Jones is a really good last name. I'm pretty proud of it. I didn't do anything to earn it, but I got it. It's mine.
It works.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It sounds good. It rolls good off the tongue. It looks good on paper. A lot of good famous Joneses, both
Classic.
in fiction and nonfiction.
Classic American name? Or is it
It's
English?
Welsh.
Welsh?
Technically.
Oh, okay.
I had to look that up in a lot of different, like, what you call it in school. Where your family crest and where's your name come from. Yeah, it's Welsh in nature.
I have a family crest, too. It's
Nice.
just like some aunt of mine, or I know the specific aunt of mine, she has like this book of like old Irish crests and stuff like that, and then mine's in there with a black crow.
Ooh, cool.
Pretty baller.
Yeah, I think mine was like blue and white or blue and yellow or something like that. I think it had a dragon on it.
I couldn't find mine online ever, but you know, if we're giving this a whirl,
Oh no, it was black and red. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. The coat of arms. It's got the lions on there. I like it. It's a sweet shield.
this looks to be so this is about right.
Got the white and red.
White and red,
With the black crows. Nice.
black crows,
Oh yeah.
green ornamentation. This one has gold, probably different
Yeah, probably just as it progressed.
clans, families, what's not.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The Jones clan. Sweet. So I have a question that I've been meaning to ask you for a few weeks, and it's one of these things that's supposed to like give a window into how you think and whatnot. So say you have a meeting and it's scheduled for 12 o'clock noon, right? And you get an email in the morning that says that meeting has been moved back an hour. Or moved forward. I think the actual question is, it's been moved forward an hour.
It makes it 11.
It makes it 11 a.m. for you, not 1 p.m.?
Yeah.
For me, if it's been moved forward, then it's 1 p.m.
For me, so like forward is, you could say, is like you're getting closer to something.
Mm-hmm.
And backwards is to go away from something. So if a meeting at noon has been moved an hour forward, then that means that the amount of time until it happens is shorter by an hour, making it 11 a.m. Now, my job, we all use Teams, and we don't even message each other. We just change
the time
of the
itself.
team meeting. It'll automatically adjust for different time zones. But I do have the issue with different time zones where when someone says, yes, you can schedule this meeting for 2. And I'm like, well, like, I know how to acknowledge the time zone.
Right.
But I don't know if you are or not. There's like a 2-hour time difference. So do I schedule it for 2 or do I schedule it for noon, both for me? Or 4 or 2 for you? Like, so I just go with their time zone. Right. That's the most obvious one that someone might say. Like, if they're going to pre-adjust for that before even, like, mentioning the time.
Right.
Like, not mentioning the fact that we're in different time zones. Like,
yeah. Well, that question is supposed to indicate the relationship that kind of, I guess, you have with time. So do you see yourself as moving through time, or do you see yourself as kind of stagnant and time is moving regardless of your action? Because apparently, according to this, then we should think differently about this. And I know pretty coherently what my thoughts are on that. Because I see myself kind of stagnant, and time is just like the river ever flowing that you can't do anything about. No matter what you do, you're not moving through time. Time is just kind of going. You're here.
I mean, obviously, like, time is just sort of going, you know? Like, it's been going on before I've been here and will continue to go after.
Right.
But I do think that I move through time. You know, in fact, I don't even think time is going. Time is...
Ah, okay. So it is just a stagnant thing.
It's not it's like a...
Or a constant thing, I should say. It's always kind of... There's no is or is not with time. Like, there can never not be time.
They're just distances along time.
Right.
That's the only thing. Time isn't moving, per se, but it is...
I think it is. I view it as, like, the good metaphor is like the river, right? If you try to focus on any one droplet in the river, sure, you can try to follow it back and get like as good of a look at it, but just like a distant memory, as you try to follow that one droplet of water, it's going to get farther and farther away because it's a river. It's going as faster than you can move. So like it's constantly flowing. As much as you might try to look backwards and try to look at the water that is coming past,
I think of it more like, going. Let's say that time is the Earth. It's the distance that you physically travel. Then the river is me. And I am taken by gravity, and I am making my journey from the top of the mountain down to the lake because I'm going over the plane of the planet or time. And it's not that I have control over this. I'm just naturally being brought through it.
Right. Interesting.
Also, they say spring forward and fall back. And in spring, we lose an hour, I think.
Do we?
We lose an hour.
I thought we gain an hour of spring forward. I thought that was the whole thing.
We lose an hour now. So I maybe this is bad for me to try and make this point because I always get it wrong.
I don't know shit. What is spring forward? Spring forward when the clock changed for daylight savings times. No shit. 1 hour forward, sorry, in the spring, 1 hour back in the fall.
So you lose an hour in the spring.
So 1 hour forward. So yeah, technically you would. You set the clock an hour forward, like time moves forward, but that would be losing an hour because it just went by like that.
So here, I guess that goes into the perspective of all of this, where if you move time forward, you add an hour.
Right.
If the meeting moves forward, it moves closer to you. To my perspective, where it's like...
I see. And whereas I see it as more, I'm kind of both separate from the meeting and time. The meeting's kind of tied to time. So if it's moving forward, then it's moving with time. That's how I see it.
Exactly. But I'm thinking it's moving forward relative to what time is doing.
Right.
So
I see myself as kind of passive to all of that. I don't even control that damn meeting. It's like stuck with time and I'm just going to let it go. Mm-hmm. If it's moved forward an hour, then yeah, fuck it. It's going to be at 1 p.m.
Interesting question, though.
Yeah, Mrs. Trash brought that up, and I was just like, oh, it's weird how like it was one of those things of like ask this to your friends, and you can like see how the different of their psychology is. It's kind of cool.
What does the apple in your head look like?
The apple in my head.
Yeah, imagine an apple. Do you see colors? Do you see the shape?
It's green. It's round. It's got a nice shine to it. I like a Granny Smith apple. It's my favorite type of apple.
I find that my dreams can be very vivid. Just last night, in a dream, I said fucking shit or something like that, and there were some kids nearby, and I was like, ah, damn, and I felt bad about that. And then someone walked over, said I shouldn't be talking that way. There's children present.
Waggy.
I apologized, and I was like, yes, I realized it as soon as it happened. My bad. What a lame dream. Right?
Yeah, right? That's
but like
my
it's
lame
very
nightmare.
vivid. Like I felt like I could see it and stuff like that, but I'm just imagining something just for the sake of it. Like I don't really think I can image it.
Really? You can't like bring thoughts into your head? Like
I
imagine
can,
an
but
image?
it's not in the form of an image.
Yeah, it's not
And
like in the form
I'm
of
thinking
like
apple. Like I have it in my head. But
right.
when I like say I can see it, like I can't.
Not like a dream. Like you're not
Imagine an
sitting
apple.
there with an apple on the table in front of
that.
you.
Yeah, I don't see the shape of it.
Yeah, and
the
I
color
think
or whatnot.
I think that's kind of normal. Like I can't do that anyway. Like I
It's
can't
just
bring up
different.
like I can't bring up like a very clear picture. I could just know like, oh, green apple. Like I can kind of, it's like a flash. I can bring it in front of my brain. I know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, dreaming.
Is it in a scene? Is it on a table in a bowl?
Nah, it's just in white black background. When I have dreams, it'll be just like the same kind of thing of like very vivid, but just like really short things. Like I'll remember one image from a dream.
I had a whole fucking scene with this guy.
Damn. I can sometimes get that. Like the one I'll always remember is walking from Chuck E. Cheese to Walmart, but it was just one of those. I remember looking at the ground when it happened, and it was like a carpet and then one of those little rubber dividers just into the tile. And I was just like, Chuck E. Cheese, Walmart. Wait a minute. Like, and I like looked around and like took stock of everything in that moment, and then woke up shortly after. But I was like, that was crazy.
Yeah,
Imagine
your
a
greatest
Chuck E.
nightmare.
Cheese.
A Chuck E. Cheese attached to a Walmart.
Greatest fantasy. That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Imagine if you could like have your party at Chuck E. Cheese after shopping at Walmart.
Yeah.
Great. I don't know what you'd be able to take from Walmart into Chuck E. Cheese other than like whatever snacks you would want, but that'd be sweet.
Yeah. Or maybe you're just hankering for some Pasquale's pizza while you're at Walmart. You eat before you go shopping to make sure you don't overspend.
Did Chuck E. Cheese serve beer?
No.
Can you get turned at Chuck E. Cheese?
No.
Not even for the adults?
No.
Oh, man.
No way.
Man, that's some bullshit. Portillo's served beer. Did Chuck E. Cheese get arrested? That's the Google thing. Whoa.
Did he?
No, there was that one thing. Remember, I forget what it was. There was somebody in a Chuck E. Cheese costume that got arrested, and it was a viral video. It was just somebody who happened to be like, I think like
it wasn't the real Charles Entertainment
yeah,
Cheese.
it wasn't the real Charles Entertainment Cheese. It was someone in the costume. He was pretending. That's why they arrested him. It's illegal to impersonate Chuck E. Cheese. It's a crime.
Yeah.
It's a federal crime, actually, in like every country. It's like it's one of those things like the Hague, like they set out. It's like no mustard gas, and you can't do like shrapnel bullets, and also no one can impersonate Chuck E. Cheese.
Yep. They bring you to the international courts for this shit.
Yeah, many Chuck E. Cheese locations did serve beer to wine and adults, according to Google AI. And according to a Reddit today, I learned. So that's double confirmation. Cannot be more
right
true.
Right there.
Cannot be more true.
Underneath the the title of the Reddit thing, it says "In the West, no."
Okay,
which the
so
West
it's a
could
regional
refer
thing.
to our entire country.
In PA, kids are allowed to sit at most bars. I totally hate this. So yeah, I guess it's maybe just a regional thing. Did you know Chuck E. Cheese has like a VTuber like streaming thing? Chuck E. Cheese is on Twitch. Charles Entertainment Cheese himself.
What does he do?
Plays video games.
Okay.
And it's just like, I'm pretty sure it's just like a VTuber. I don't know if it's still going on, but it was for a good while. Yeah, he was just like a VTuber of Charles Entertainment Cheese, would be like playing like Smite or like Raid Shadow Legends or shit. Are they still on? Chuck E. Cheese. He's still live on Twitch? I don't think so. I think he's gone for it. Charles Entertainment Cheese is gone.
Chuck E. Cheese's super collection.
Ooh, never mind. He's still up here. Just a mouse who loves pizza and video games. And
Last played A Link to the Past.
Yeah, I guess he's like blurring out his face a little bit because he didn't put the VTuber model on or something. I don't know. Maybe he's given up the whole I'm Charles
He's live
Entertainment
now,
Cheese.
though.
Is he? No, this is his like suggested channel. That's why it's like blurred out. Big Cheese is his suggested channel that's live. That's not Charles.
It's his
himself.
cousin.
It's his Carl's Big Cheese, Big E Cheese.
Big entertainment cheese, Biggie Cheese.
From what's that movie? The Kevin James cow movie? The Barnyard.
There's a Barnyard, yeah.
Is it?
Which
Was it just called Barnyard?
It's just called Barnyard.
Yeah.
I saw a version of like the first 20 minutes of that when I went to the Nick Hotel. I don't know if I told you about this before.
Ooh, like the pilot shot of it or something?
It was like probably like the first 20 minutes, but they didn't have all the textures, so like the barn
everything just looked smooth.
Well, the barn was just like this bright green, and like you could see the like different like shapes for the background and stuff like that. But
they're showing that to kids?
Yeah, I think it's crazy too, but I did
weird.
see it, and I don't know. I think it sparked some interest in like the process of creating video and stuff like that.
Yeah, that is true. I remember like around probably that same time. I don't know what time you went there, but I remember in the early 2000s they had like a Nicktoons like studio creation thing where like you could drag and drop like 3D models from like Jimmy Neutron, SpongeBob, and make them do like basic actions, say voice lines and whatnot. So they were kind of like getting into that space. I would actually believe that 100%. They were like trying to encourage kids to get into animation and whatnot.
Yeah, Rip and Pip, the Nick Hotel.
I love the Nick Hotel. I saw the fucking, I don't think, it might not have been at the Nick Hotel. It might have just been at like Orlando, like Universal Studios. We got to see the SpongeBob 4D experience, which I guess I learned
that wouldn't have been at the hotel, I think. The hotel is just a water park.
Oh.
And they would bring out like, I don't know, little game shows or whatever, because they did do game shows on Nickelodeon for a bit.
You get slimed and whatnot.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I really think I brought up on the podcast before, but it's probably a really long time.
Been going
they
so long.
had the whole thing going on. I really, really, really wanted to get picked for it because you'd get slimed if you...
Why did we want to get slimed? I wanted to get slimed so bad.
It's fun,
It seemed really fun, but it just seemed like a mess. Like, what happens after that? They just, like, shuffle you off the stage, right? Like, all right, go shower, kid.
But they didn't pick me, right? Like, by the time I made it over there, they already had all their contestants, whatever. And they're like, don't worry. We're going to slime you with the big bucket. Because, you know, water parks might have that, like, big bucket that you fill up with water and you just dump it.
Yeah, they would do, like, once a day or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, so they were like, in a half an hour, like an hour, something like that, go over there and you can get slimed. And I was so excited that I went there immediately. And I stood there for a half an hour plus. I really can't tell you how long it was.
Waiting for the slime. You wanted the slime so bad.
I was like 9, 10, something like that. And so I waited there, and it was just green-colored water. And it just comes down so quick that you can't tell.
Boo.
You can barely tell. You have to, like, look at it, and you're like, oh, it's green.
I want the stuff that knocked Katy Perry out.
I was pissed,
I've shown you that video, right? Like Katy Perry, like it's at the Kids' Choice Awards. She like opens up the thing and then it gets blasted in the face with a slime cannon.
Knock her out?
It like knocks her on her ass. Yeah, it's so good.
I think I've seen it before.
She
definitely very gifable.
She definitely wasn't expecting it because she like just and like falls flat back. Like it's so good. They really like were at like jackass levels. They're just like, fuck you, get the slime. Isn't that fun? Like, no, I have a black eye now. Yeah, but apparently when I saw that SpongeBob 4D thing, part of it was lost media, I learned. I watched that Blame It on Jorge channel on YouTube who does like just lost media, like found collections. And there was, I guess, like a 5-minute like intro to the 4D experience where like they do the whole thing like when the bubbles are coming down with the scene transitions, they play bubbles in the studio and like
that seems like a universal thing.
They'd spray water in your face and shit like that for like, you know, the 4D. But there was like a 5-minute little intro video to that I guess has been lost to media for like 10 years. Where like nobody was able to find it. It just recently got found, but I was just like, oh wow, I probably saw that back in the day. I didn't even realize. Cool.
Yeah.
That was part of the lost media.
It's just an intro video too. It's not like the meat of the.
It was one of the things of like they were just introing like things about the park and stuff too. Like make sure you don't leave trash around and whatnot. Like pretty boring, but it was just kind of like weird. Like I probably saw that and I didn't even realize like that was a significant thing for somebody at some point for a lost media search. It's cool.
Yeah, there's the other lost media that we were talking about recently, potentially lost media. If you find this, comment it on on any of our things. The Bob Odenkirk, The Room Returns.
Yeah, you were saying that like footage got damaged or something like that, but it's like 2023. How does that
So
happen?
they did the entire thing in a single day.
But they
and
just
maybe unsalvageable is to mean that they didn't get all of the scenes that they wanted to, or like
I guess like didn't film everything they wanted to, or like unplugged the USB while it was transferring. Like what the fuck?
I don't know, but like some people claim that like they don't think it'll ever see the light of day. I'm also confused on this.
Yeah, that's weird. You'd think for like old movies and stuff like that, that's kind of normal. Of like, oh yeah, the film's lost or whatever. Like the it's changed hands so many times for different production companies. But a 2023
the room that it was
movie,
stored in was slightly too humid,
right? Or a fire at the production studio that contained the one copy. But the 2023 movie, that seems like, especially with like the digital age that we live in, like no, that should not get lost. I feel like this is maybe a marketing stunt. Maybe
I did only hear about it so recently. And then the Reddit post I saw was like 5 months ago.
Maybe they're trying to garner a little bit of search for it. Maybe they, this makes people Google search for it. Maybe they got us hook, line, and sinker.
Themselves.
Right, like The Interview. Remember there was that whole thing with Seth Rogen and James Franco where they were like, "Oh, North Korea was planning to attack the United States if we release this movie." And it's like, I don't think they actually give a shit about your little shitty funny movie, but it drew some buzz.
And then someone hacked
and leaked it. Yeah, there was that. I really don't think it was that big of a deal, but it drew buzz and it was a whole thing. Mm-hmm. And wasn't that like their last project together? Wasn't it shortly after that like James Franco was confirmed to be a creep and then they kind of split?
I don't know anything about that timeline, but
definitely
was before the split.
Yeah, I was going to say they don't work together now, and that's the biggest reason is because James Franco had some very unsightly things come out about him, and is one of those things where, like, I guess good on Seth Rogen for distancing himself, but, like, if it's one of those things where it just came out now, and, like, why were you okay with it and working with him if you might have known about it back then? I don't know. At least he's done the right thing and been like, I can't, associate with you.
I like Dave Franco though.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He's married to Allison Brie, right, from Community.
I believe it.
I believe it is. I see a lot of memes of like them like posted together, like their Instagram posts, and it's like this couple comes up to you and it says on vacation and says they really like your vibe. What do you do?
Yeah, I believe they're a couple then.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're walking up to you and saying they like your vibe at the bar.
That's it, right? They're probably at least a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, celebrities, they just suck. Some of them suck. We were just talking about before, Mike Smith, the Trailer Park Boys fame, also got some stupid allegations on him. I don't want to say stupid, like they're unfounded. Some bad allegations. He's being a stupid idiot. He's being a bad person. I used to like him, and I'm kind of upset that he would be this type of a person, but yeah, it's kind of what happens when you have a parasocial relationship, when you only know so much about someone, and then get to know a little bit more about them. You're like, oh, the real about you. Shit. Right. I probably wouldn't want to hang out with you in real life.
Yeah,
unfortunate.
But the facade they put on.
Right.
I mean, just how they deal with public relations.
Right. When you only see someone through those like brief lenses and whatnot. It's what makes me so skeptical. When I see anything on a camera, it's just like, okay, so what went into this before the camera went on? Like, period. It's weird to think about. I was thinking about it the other day. It makes me appreciate someone like Cardi B, who just like goes on like
all up front.
Right, puts on her phone and just rants, and like half of it you can't even understand and is going nowhere. But you're like, you know what? That's real. that's there's no like no one's writing a script for her. No one's making sure she's not saying shit. She's real about that shit.
That's why people like DJ Khaled.
Yeah, also true.
He went off the rip. He's just like, I'm stuck out here. I got low gas on my jet ski. I don't know which way I need to go.
It's so crazy. It's just
real.
Stranded in the ocean. It's so good. Just straight on the ocean in a jet ski filming it. Mm-hmm. That's the craziest, like greatest, not even meme. Just like DJ Khaled actually almost died.
Got a window into his life.
That's great. It's so funny. Like even when they do like the puff pieces of like, I forget what like channel did it, where they were like doing a tour of his wardrobe and all his shoes and whatnot, because he's a big sneakerhead. when they're going in of like, all right, yeah, show us your sneakers. And he's just like so ADHD about it. Like he's handing like 4 different shoes to people. And they don't even know what to do about him. He's like, oh, this one I got for this price and it's real good. This one here though, I really like this. And they're just like, we can't even, what do we like,
well, he knows there's only so much time they can talk about his sneakers. So he's trying to get it all out there.
You can't contain him. There's no like, oh yeah, just like show us one of your famous shoes. Like there's no directing that man. He's going to go off the rip. It's hilarious. These people cannot keep up with him. Yeah. Yeah, it's always good when you hear like, it's always good when you see things either like that from celebrities or just hear straight nothing. Because when you hear nothing from celebrities, then I guess it's like, oh, well, it's been nothing bad.
Yeah.
Like Topher Grace, nothing's bad ever has heard from his camp. So like, good. He's probably has some money. He's probably
presumably, but again, we don't know. But
yeah,
it's
like I bring up Topher Grace. I would have said the same thing about Danny Masterson a few years ago, but turns out Scientology is good at keeping people under wraps. Unfortunate.
Yeah, and then you got the lead singer of Linkin Park now is a Scientologist.
Yeah, the new one. Yeah.
Harassed one of Danny Masterson's victims.
And if we're going to just keep going on celebrity drama, Ashton Kutcher, keeping on the That 70s Show cast, was a real cool guy doing this whole thing for charity victims or charity for victims.
Human trafficking victims, yeah.
Right, for human trafficking victims, a charity for that, not charity victims. I don't know why I kind of mumbled that all together.
Oh,
no, why would you give me this money? No.
Yeah, I want to get this canned food for free.
Yeah, but then he put out letters of support for Danny Masterson, him and Mila Kunis, and then had the biggest, most written canned apology video about it, to where you're like, was that all just an act? How much has your charity actually done? Is it just donating money and like saying it's doing good things? No, I don't know what to believe anymore, man. Sucks. Celebrities just kind of all around suck. Unless they're making you laugh, then you could just kind of not worry about the fact that they suck. DJ Khaled, I don't think sucks. He does cool stuff, like renting his own house out for an Airbnb.
That's fun.
He did that for a while, where like you could literally just rent out a house and DJ Khaled would greet you. Be like, come to this room. I don't think he's still doing it, but that was a really popular thing. Where like a room in his house was an Airbnb.
I thought you were saying you just like rent out the whole place while he's like on vacation somewhere else, but no, it's just a single room.
It might have been that. Oh, let me look up the actual details of that. I'm pretty sure it was.
A single room is much funnier. Like, if you're just like scrolling through, you don't know DJ Khaled's address. He's probably keeping it under wraps in a PO box.
That probably makes more sense, honestly, than like DJ Khaled living with you during the vacation. He probably just gives you his house. That probably makes more sense. But I remember the whole thing of like him introducing the people that got there. DJ Khaled Airbnb. So it probably makes more sense that he just like his legendary sneaker closet. That's it. So it is a room in his house, but he's probably not staying in the house with you. So you can stay in just his sneaker closet.
I think it's so much funnier if he's just, like you wake up, you come downstairs, he's like making breakfast.
It's just like I wouldn't be mad. Like he could say like, yo, I know this is my house, but I'm gonna be gone for the weekend. If I come out and DJ Khaled's making breakfast, I'm not gonna be mad. But yeah, that's where you get to stay, in DJ Khaled's sneaker closets.
With a bed?
With a bed in there. And I assume like glass in front of all the sneakers because he doesn't want you to touch them. It's got a ladder up there. Oh, that's hilarious. But yeah, booking officially open for DJ Khaled's Airbnb.
Yo, yeah, let's go hang out with the sneakers.
Sweet. Honestly, he might leave them open because they're all like, even though they are like, sneakers are almost like one of a kind pretty much, like they all have, they're replaceable to some extent. They're just very expensive. So if he gets into a deal with Airbnb, like, listen, give me at least like a $2 million whatever, insurance policy on my sneakers, we'll probably make more than $2 million on people renting out my room. I can see that. I can see that. And then you could touch my sneakers and smell them or whatever the fuck you want. Like, people are weird. I don't know. DJ Khaled foot. People are
another
weird.
One.
Another one. Bring me another one, DJ. That'd be crazy. I wonder if he's like the host of that. I wonder what an Airbnb host, like, what's their, obligation to you? Is it just literally like, hey, here you go? Or do they live there? Because I don't know, what's the difference between Airbnb and a Vrbo? Because I've seen Vrbo advertisements
just
where
a
like
regional thing.
Is it? Okay.
It's just like I've only ever seen it in Michigan.
I've seen it. Their advertisements are like, we're better than Airbnb because we get rid of the pesky hosts. So I was like, does Airbnb just, you don't have to be a host, or like you have to be a host rather?
The idea behind Airbnb was to rent out a spare room in your place or whatever, or
Right.
And then from there you sort of moved on to people having guest houses and then renting out the guest house, and that's like another degree of separation. I've never been in an Airbnb
Yeah,
where
I've
like the
only used
owner
Vrbo.
was like really present. I've been in a guest house Airbnb, so they were just in the other building, but they were never in the same building as me. And then over time, people realized that they could just have that as an investment and just rent it out like that. It's a short-term rental, and
Yeah, a lot of these property management companies buying up whole ass houses, putting them on Airbnb.
so that's like they took like 3 steps to get there. But Vrbo is just sort of like out of the gate, like, look, that is not a thing that can even happen. But most of the Airbnbs you might be looking for are probably going to be to the level of privacy that you don't see the host at all.
It makes sense, because it would just be like awkward, unless it was DJ Khaled, like you kind of expect it to.
Well, I mean, I think they were imagining a much more personal, like human-to-human thing in the first place. Like, yeah, it sounds awkward, especially to us now. Like, you go to an Airbnb, you don't even meet a single person.
Yeah, keys are in the
Their
lock or
keys
whatever.
are in some lockbox or something nearby. At least at a hotel, you like talk to somebody.
Yeah, but some people,
then-
I honestly, I would prefer that. If I'm going on vacation and it's going to be especially like a residential house, like it's not going to be a hotel, I kind of want to talk to somebody because they're going to have like facilities. They have the key they have to give me. Like there's specific like gates and rules that I'm going to have to know, like for being in this private business. But if it's going to be like a house that I'm renting and essentially making mine for a few days that I'm trying to get like comfortable in, I kind of don't want to see anyone. I want to know that like this is mine and no one's going to come here. Sort of deal. Like even if it's just like, you know, a fake thing in the back of my mind, like this is my house for a few days. Go away, other people who this is not their house.
Yeah, but like, we're just so used to that now.
Yeah.
Like, the idea of a short-term rental changed through Airbnb when people started seeing it as a bigger investment.
True.
Instead of just a way to rent out the spare room in your house when there's a convention or a festival in town.
Right. Yeah. Wow. It's weird how that's probably like been the biggest change like over the course of our lifetime, especially with the adventation of the internet and everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the internet might be bigger, but
Well, I'm saying like Airbnb like used the internet. Vrbo was able to use the internet to like expand crazy, because without the internet, like, we gonna rent these rooms by mail or by the newspaper? Like it'd be a lot harder.
yeah, but if you're talking about specifically the change in Airbnb from that, you know, like just this is a spare room to like you're just renting the house, it's all yours. I would not call that bigger than the internet.
It's not bigger than the internet, but it's big because of the internet.
Yes.
And it's crazy
Yes,
how
yes,
the
yes.
internet has like changed it and morphed it.
Okay. I follow.
Definitely, the internet is probably the biggest invention ever,
Yeah.
like of all time. It changed the entire world and how it's ever been connected.
Good old undersea cables.
Yeah, which technically the internet wasn't the first one, right? They had the transatlantic telegraph line before that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
But then they were like, we could do it.
right.
Put a line underwater.
That
into
was the proof of
ocean.
concept. Yeah, we know that nothing's actually down there. There are no monsters eating our cables. So cool.
Yeah.
Best
Well,
as we
some
can...
got fucked up in the Red Sea this past month.
monsters. Or
No,
cables?
cables.
Oh, I was going to say, damn, we find some monster bodies? It'd be crazy.
I mean, there's the whole thing where like there's like a big like beached whale or whatever, and like you see like it has scratches on its face and they're gigantic, and that was the only proof that we had of a colossal squid being out there.
Didn't we find the colossal squid, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After like that was like a 10-year gap where we just saw the scratch marks on this guy and we're like, okay, there's a bigger squid out there.
Damn.
But we haven't found it yet.
How does a squid scratch? Does it get onto its face and just bite multiple times? Like, I figure squids only have the beak, right? They don't have, like, talons or, like, claws.
They definitely could.
But, I mean, they could, like, grab on and bite, but, like, that's what they had to do, right? To the whale?
Oh, they could have a sharp thing at the end of their
Tentacle?
tentacle. Yeah.
Really?
I mean, especially if you're getting to like this big.
What? Do squids have sharp little bits on the end of their tentacles? A Squidward a fucking...
Like one like this big. Also, Squidward is an octopus.
That's right, he is. I don't know why his name's Squidward.
Actually,
but
no.
He's a squid. He's an octopus. I read I forget what it was. It was like a book from the Scholastic Book Fair that was like the big SpongeBob wiki, and it confirmed that Squidward was in fact an octopus.
He's an octopus because of his head shape, but he still does have 6 limbs.
Does he only have 6? Yeah, you're right. He has 2, 2, and then 2 arms. So 2, 4, and then 6. You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Do squids have things on the end of their tentacles? On the end of tentacles. We're going to figure this out, because if the squids have weapons, that makes them fucking dangerous. Might have 8 arms and 2 tentacles, not 10 arms and tentacles. Squids have things, specifically a club with numerous suckers. Okay, so it is a club. Flattened, club-shaped area lined with a dense ring. See, I think it's used for grip, though. I don't think
Look,
they got,
if we-
stabbing and, beating clubs, you know?
We're on this.
I'm pretty sure they're just, if they were going to scratch something, they'd need to use their beak. Because that's the only, hard part of their face and whatnot.
Colossal squid talon. Colossal squid hooks and suckers.
They got hooks? Oh, my God. The squids have hooks?
The claws inside each suction cup.
Oh, their claws?
Of the colossal squid.
Oh, do squids have hooks?
They scratch.
Squids have hooks, either on their arm suckers or on the end of their tentacles. Oh, I didn't know that. That's crazy. Squids have hooks.
Here's another one where you see at the end, and I see why they're making the distinction between 2 arms and however many tentacles.
Yeah, because they got the big actual arms that are like, damn, that's crazy.
It's nightmare shit.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking meet that ever.
Yeah, so they saw the whale, and it had the bigger, much bigger marks than a giant squid could do.
Damn.
And then they're just like, shit, there's a bigger squid out there.
Yeah, that makes sense why the Russians invented that underwater AK. When they first saw that thing, they were like, we need guns underwater in case we ever meet that. We're going to be able to shoot it with guns. We need AK for underwater times because that's a monster. Oh, my God. How big is a colossal squid, too? Isn't it 100 meters or some shit?
I would say its size is colossal.
Good one. How big is... That's fucking scary. Don't look up pictures of colossal squid if you want to sleep tonight.
Colossal squid on the Hero Wiki. I don't know.
Oh,
what that
7
means.
meters. Okay, I was greatly exaggerating. 7 meters, so about 21 feet?
Yes.
23 feet in length, and then weigh as much as 1,100 pounds. But that's kind of cheating.
This one here is saying maximum total length is 4.2.
Yeah, it's cheating.
However,
It's like
these include.
it's like 40% squid, and then it's 60% just those 2 tentacles for length. So it's cheating.
So here it says Wikipedia, by the way, 4.2 meters for just the body, and if you're including the tentacles, lengths of 10 meters and 14 meters exist.
Oh, okay. So they were giving me the body.
That's if you straighten out the tentacles.
Right.
It's not very often that they're just going to be
like this here, this little picture of them all straightened out. Yeah. So they're 21 feet just at the body, and then the tentacles start going crazy. That's nuts. Yeah, that's if you imagine so a basketball hoop is 10 feet regulation. So imagine staring up at 2 times the size of a basketball hoop, the double the size of that, double the height.
Well, this said the body was 4 meters, so it said it was about 14 feet.
Okay, so it's still a little bit taller than a basketball hoop. Still, you're looking up at someone's eyes, a 14-foot person is taller than they can just dunk at their waist, basically. That's nuts.
Big squid.
That's a very
Really
big squid. I do not want to meet that in the ocean. And it's in the deep ocean, right? That's in the depth.
Yeah,
depths.
we couldn't find it for years.
So we don't have to worry. It's not coming up to touch us. Mm-hmm. Which apparently, that blobfish that everybody thinks is all cute and everything.
They think it's cute because they think it's really ugly. But I know what you're go for it.
It's dead because when they bring it up from that pressure, all of its blood vessels just kind of.
It doesn't look like that when it's down at the pressure.
Right, because when it's down at its regular pressure, it's alive and able to function properly.
Yeah, the thing is it only kind of fucks with you because you think that's how it looks like when it's alive, or you think that thing is alive.
Right.
But seeing a dead fish is not that uncommon. It just so happens that this one that you thought was alive is actually dead. And
right.
That's fucked up.
It's actually dead, and you're just holding the corpse of it. It's pretty messed up. Pretty wild that they would they basically reverse Godzilla'd it. You watch Godzilla, I forget what it was called. The
-1.
-1, yeah, the newest one. They spoiler alert for anybody who wants to see it. It's a little bit old right now, so I don't feel too bad. But the way they initially try to kill Godzilla is they trap him in a little bit of a cage, and they do, I forget what the gas is. It's the science experiment where you just the gas that's lighter than water, so you fill something with it, it makes it sink underneath water. I forget. They do basically.
That would be something that's heavier than water.
Is it? It makes it heavier than water. Something. It's like Freon gas, I think they use in the movie. But they basically are like, all right, we can do this with an egg. They put a cage around Godzilla and fucking fill it with Freon gas and just drop him to the bottom of the ocean, and it super pressurizes him like instantly. And you just see him like kind of bloat. And maybe it kills him, maybe it doesn't. I'll leave I won't spoil it.
I know one detail about it that makes me think that isn't how he dies, but
it might be. It's a cool science way to do it. They literally do like apparently it's some common kids experiment, because they literally say like, oh, it's like the kids experiment. And they drop the egg and they're like, yeah, but we do it on a big scale.
Mm-hmm. So in the original Godzilla, they just kill him with a nuke or a weapon that is meant to, be the nuke, and they
right.
The guy never finished it because he didn't want that weapon to exist. Mm-hmm. And then at the end of the movie, he goes down and sacrifices himself to make sure it goes off and kills Godzilla successfully.
Yeah. So they think, anyway.
It's a different Godzilla that comes by later.
So they think. You never know. Godzilla could have got born, because Godzilla has children. They show that. Why wouldn't they show that if it was a different Godzilla? It's probably just
It shows the fact that the Godzillas can breed, and therefore the one that you killed could have had the one that you encountered later.
There could have just been
its
more.
Own clutch of eggs or whatever.
Could have been. Especially because like Mothra and other things just show up. So like kaijus just are kind of out there. It's not like, oh, the Godzilla's gone, we got the one and only, we're done. Like, now kaiju just kind of exist. There's probably other things very much like Godzilla.
Yeah, well, you got Mothra, the protector of nature, and then you got Godzilla, who's like kind of destructive, but at the same time, like, says fuck you to any aliens.
Yeah, he's like Omni-Man, like, this is my place to destroy.
Yeah,
you don't get to do this here.
Yeah.
Then Mecha Godzilla, the spit in the face of Godzilla, the humans trying to play God.
Mm-hmm. And then there's the one other Mecha Godzilla that is the skeleton of Godzilla. Oh, I think Mecha Godzilla is originally the skeleton of the Godzilla from the first movie.
Yeah, and they mechanized it, and then they were like, oh, we can use it, and then like something with the skeleton, like it takes over the mechanizer, and then they lose control of it, and that's when it goes rogue, and that's when Godzilla ends up beating it. Mm-hmm. That's part of the reason that it goes rogue, is because like the soul of the whatever like corrupts it, and they lose control.
There's that one Godzilla Pokemon I just showed you.
Yeah,
there are quite a few.
I forget his name.
Yeah, Baxcalibur.
Because
he's got the sword on his back.
Right.
But there's a lot of like Mecha Godzilla and Godzilla inspired ones, like Archaludon,
sure.
Tyranitar, like many of them.
When was the original Godzilla? Like, when did that first come out? It was like the 50s or something, right?
It was like pretty much like right after World War II. I think.
1954. So that was probably like the first thing that was like popular out of Japan that came to the West, right?
I can imagine so. I mean, there may be some comics or something before that.
Right. I was gonna say comic books in general became popular because of in Japan because of the American soldiers in World War II. Mm-hmm. So I've heard, like, that's why manga got like a lot of its inspiration from, like, the superhero style. But I mean, like, the other way around of Japan coming to America, that's probably like the first thing that brought them, like, not to be like, oh, prosperity and money, like, oh, we need to hang on to this, like, it's probably their first big IP, the first big hit. Mm-hmm. So they were like, oh shit, this is the OG, like the one that actually is super fucking good.
Yeah.
Before Speed Racer, before anything else like that. That's wild. 54. I was trying to think, like, Godzilla, because it's the whole thing of like, oh, the nuclear bombs or what might have caused Godzilla to create. I was trying to think back, like, that's really, really early. Black and white, man in a suit, stomping over a little model,
squeaky boots making the noises and stuff like that.
Yeah, like old school. That's probably, that's crazy cool. I love old shit like that.
Yeah. And so, like, Godzilla is kind of an analogy for the nuclear bomb as well as the weapon used to kill it. Mm-hmm.
And they have
a lot of references to nuclear bombs and, like, just ultimate weapon type shit. Like, it makes sense for the time.
Yeah, and it was Godzilla 2000 that was, like, the really sick and, like, wreck Godzilla who was, like, do his, like, vomit or whatever. That was supposed to be, like, the thing on ecological disasters the same way.
I think, yeah, and then it's
like, 2000.
this like spine was like human bodies or some shit.
Yeah, it was like viscera or something like that, or like looked like it was like skinned because he looked like all gross and like scabby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen that one scene where it's like growing, and it's like slaps down. It's just like going through the city streets and stuff like that, and then like blood comes out of its gills. Pretty scary. I do want to watch that one.
Yeah, I should go back and watch the Godzilla movies. That was one of the ones, kind of like the Friday the 13th movies. I watched those like multiple times through, though. I've only like seen like bop, 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 bop through in one big sequence. I got to go back and watch those. Be a fun time.
Yeah. It's like how we got to see Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
If you or your loved ones have a DVD copy of Spider-Man 3, not Blu-ray, DVD,
widescreen or full screen, we'll take either one.
please send it to us. Text me.
Text me. Number on screen right now.
Flashing.
Here's one frame of your number. If you really care to pause the video.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of situations where celebrities just give out each other's numbers.
Pretty funny. I imagine like a celebrity probably has like multiple phones, right? Like I was saying about Cardi B, like the same phone that she records Instagram videos from is probably not the same phone she's texting her mom and stuff on, right?
Maybe. But there's this one time that I think it was Marshmello, the DJ guy.
Yeah, got the helmet on.
Had a T-shirt that said like "Call me," and then it was Dead Mouse's number.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, so pranked him. He had to get rid of that number.
That's pretty good, especially if you're good enough friends with someone. That's a pretty funny prank.
Mm-hmm.
Get a new number, bozo. Yeah, good luck texting all your friends and family.
It's a thing that I've seen. Like I think Nathan Fielder's done it to someone once or something like that.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good prank. I like that.
So anyways, I'm going to put Jones's number up when I'm editing.
Don't do that, please. Changing my number would be a real big hassle. I'm not a celebrity. I only have the one phone.
Yeah. Pretty cool. You know, everyone listening likes you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and to be fair, we don't even have that big of an audience, so maybe I won't get that big of a dox.
Yeah, like three people call you.
I also have access to all the uploading things, so I could just delete the episode. Real easy. Same as you upload. Is that
important to you?
Have you seen the Friday the 13th movies, though?
No.
Well, we're at about time, because I've got a decent bit to say about them. I'll tell you about them next time, though.
All right, sneak peek.
Yeah, this is about all the time we got for episode 75 of Cold Hard Trash CRT, but tune in next time for my thoughts and love for the Friday the 13th series, because, oh my God, I fucking love those. Those are my favorite horror movies. They were the OG horror slasher movies. I'll have so much to say about them, but thank you for listening in. If you're listening on Spotify, please drop us a 5-star. If you're listening on YouTube, go ahead, drop a comment. Give us any kind of engagement that you can. We would appreciate it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Hope to see you next week.
And till the next time, it's been fun. See you later.